All righty, welcome back. You're watching Liquid Lunch on Biz TV. I am just befuddled by how these politicians on both sides of the aisle can look us square in the eye and say that they're honest, honorable people. Now, Lindsey Graham went out back in 2016 and said, hey, I may even be the chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee then, and I can tell you I will not appoint a judge in Donald Trump's last term. Now he's saying appoint a judge. I get it. Mitch McConnell said that he would not put Merrick Garland up for a vote because it's too close to the election. It was 7 months out. Now he's saying, boop, we're gonna. But watch this compilation of Democrats and how they were whining and screaming and crying when Mitch McConnell would not appoint a justice back in 2016. Check this out.
It's frankly ridiculous. There is no Biden rule. It doesn't exist.
In a presidential election year, we always take care of the nomination.
And then, of course, the Senate has a job to do. Give that nominee a fair hearing and a timely vote. The Supreme Court needs a full complement of justices on the bench.
I would go forward with the confirmation process as chairman, even a few months before a presidential election.
Right up until September of election year, we put through judges.
The president has done his constitutional duty by sending us Judge Garland.
That starts by standing with President Obama and demanding that Republican senators do their job and vote on his nominee to the Supreme Court.
We should hold hearings. We should put this person up for a vote.
Wouldn't it be a political disaster for the country not to have a vote? Have the guts to vote yes or no.
The idea that the president should not be able to make a nomination is totally absurd when the Constitution is 100% clear.
The president has done his constitutional duty, and now it is our job in the United States Senate to hold hearings. That's what the Constitution calls for.
So we've done this in an election year before. There's no reason why we can't do it now.
Do your job.
And for our response to be, no, we refuse to even hear from you. That's an elementary school level response.
At this one, it's pretty clear. Do your job.
I think we can't have is a situation in which the Republican Senate simply says, because it's a Democratic president, we are not going to do our job. Let's say a Republican president won, that the Democrats wouldn't say the exact same thing.
All righty then. And, you know, it seems like, you know, the Democrats all thought that Mitch McConnell got it wrong back then, and they were pretty clear that he should do his job. Maybe he muffed one there. We give him a mulligan. In golf, they call that a breakfast ball. You know, you hit your first shot into the weeds, and everybody says, all right, breakfast ball, and you get one more to start the day. So we give Mitch McConnell one mulligan on that. But for the first time, most of the Democrats pictured in that compilation and heard from agree with Donald Trump, which hasn't happened in 3.5 years because Donald Trump is echoing the same exact sentiments now as Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, all Spartacus, Chris Coons, all these guys, Dick Durbin.
So Article 2 of our Constitution says the president shall nominate justices of the Supreme Court. I don't think it can be any more clear, can it? I don't think so. I don't think so. What do you think, Tom? Tom Tillis? I don't think it can be any more clear. This can only happen in North Carolina. I hope you hear that back home. Look at all that press. That's a lot of press. That's a lot of fake news. A lot of fake news. Well, I hope they hear. So the chant, this is a new one. Fill that seat. This is the chant. This can only happen to me. Fill that seat. No, it says the president is supposed to fill the seat, right? And that's what we're going to do. We're going to fill the seat.
Say may fill that seat. It says shall, and shall is pretty incontrovertible in the law. The president shall fill that seat. which is like must. You know, it's right in the ballpark. It's not like may. Well, he can or he can't. He shall. And if you ask me, he will. And even his most fervent opponents, like Hillary Clinton, feel the same as Donald Trump. This is amazing. They're all on the exact same page.
The Constitution has a duty to send forth a name to be considered by the Senate. And the Senate has a duty to consider that.
And everyone says it across the board. Every Democrat, Donald Trump, even Hillary Clinton, the Senate has a duty to do their job, to advise and consent, and get a vote on the president's newest Supreme Court nominee. And I think that's going to happen. Now, Nancy Pelosi did a little Sunday shows yesterday, obviously after doing a few cocktails at brunch. Let's take a look at what she said with one of the Clinton cartel's top henchmen, George Stephanopoulos.
People say, what can I do? You can vote, you can get out the vote, and you can do so as soon as possible. 10 states, as I said, on Friday started their early voting the day that we lost Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
But to be clear, you're not taking any arrows out of your quiver. You're not ruling anything out.
Good morning. Sunday morning. We have a responsibility. We take an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. We have a responsibility to meet the needs of the American people.
Good morning. It's Sunday morning. Oh, it is. Yes, it's Sunday morning. Of course it is. You just came from the bottomless brunch, probably a few cocktails, a little mimosa, a little something going there. And then this member of the Clinton cartel, George Stephanopoulos, who led a brigade of people bashing on the president last week. Take a look at what he tried to lead her down on Sunday morning.
The possibility, if they try to push through a nominee in a lame duck session, that you and the House could move to impeach President Trump or Attorney General Barr as a way of stalling and preventing the Senate from acting on this nomination?
Well, we have our options. We have arrows in our quiver that I'm not about to discuss right now.
We have arrows in our quiver. What other arrows do we have in our quiver? Stay right there.